Hi, Alan. My name is Steven. I spoke with you earlier today regarding sending you a video on with some tips on how to improve your online presence and how to get you ranked on Google so people can find you pretty easily. The three things I want to go over are content, citations, and backlinks. And I'm just going to go ahead and get right into this. So, content is anything that's on your home page here. It's all the text and it's even the pictures. Google likes to see, generally speaking, between 1,000 and 1,500 words on a homepage. This gives you plenty of opportunity to put in these buyer intent keywords that people are searching for when they're looking for your services. I've got a tool here that I use. It gives me a bunch of SEO, search engine optimization information. And this is your site here. So over the past 30 days, your website was found for one keyword, but it was clicked on. It was not clicked on at all in the past 30 days. Now I put in the number one competitor for fence installation in Fayetteville, and that's this Fayetteville Fence Pros. And I plugged them into this tool as well. And as you can see over here, in the past 30 days, they were found for 20 keywords and their site was clicked on 156 times, right? So we can go into their keywords and see what keywords they're using that's actually getting them all these clicks. So the number one is Fayetteville fence installation that got 100 searches in the past 30 days. Fencing company Fayetteville NC another 60 fencing. So you can see it all adds up. Excuse me, and you get it gets quite a bit of search volume. So we want to get these search terms, these we call them buyer intent. So people that are searching there, these terms especially are looking to buy a service. So we'd want to put these on your site. And what we do is we find out how many times they have each of these keywords on their homepage. So if they had all of them on, some of them on two times, some on three. We'd want to make sure we had it on more. Either like if they had it on three times, we'd want to put it on your site like four or five times. And like I said, all the content is they're the pictures too. So Google, when they search these pages, they don't necessarily see the pictures how we see them, but they see what they're saved as. So that gives you opportunity to save these pictures as keywords as well. So that would actually put you ahead of the game in the content department. So next, I'd like to go over citations, and I'm going to pull up this search page. Fayetteville fence installation gets the most searches, or got the most searches in the last 30 days. When you put that in, first thing that comes up are ads, and those are hit or miss. If people have on their ad blocker, it's not going to show up, and they have a relatively low click-through rate anyway of about 5% or less of people searching this are going to click on that. But underneath the ads, there's the map pack. And this has to do with your Google business profile. There's several factors here of how to get ranked in the top three, but the main driver are citations. A citation is your business name, address, and phone number on an online directory such as Yelp, Angie, whitepages.com. There's a bunch of them. And the more you have, the more trust you actually build with Google. The, and generally speaking, a business that's in this map pack has at least 150 or more citations. So we can actually go in here and see what and how many citations each business has. And for example, if Fayetteville Fence Pros had 200 citations, we would go out and get you 250 or 300 citations. So whatever company has the most, you'd want to get at least 50 or 100 more citations than them. And then eventually Google will index that and they'll rank you accordingly. Combined, these companies, the top three in the map pack get about 45% of clicks for people searching for Fayetteville fence installation and related searches. Now, underneath that, this is Google's organic search results list. And the number one spot here usually gets about 40% of clicks alone. And backlinks are the main driver here. So a backlink is essentially another website on the internet that has a link on their site that when it's clicked, it leads the person clicking it, it leads them back to your website. Google uses this to gauge how to rank you and where to rank you, either to push you up or push you down, because not all backlinks are equal. Some will actually hurt you. And it's all dependent on the website that's actually linking to you. So if the website that's linking to you is relevant to your industry, if it's built authority and trust with Google, if it gets a lot of traffic and views, Google sees that as a very positive thing. And the more of those types of links you have from sites like that, Google will push you up in the rankings. But the opposite is also true. So if you have too many links from what we call spam sites, these sites with low to no relevance to your industry, they don't really have much trust with Google, and they like get very low views, if any. They'll actually push you down in the rankings. So let's revisit this tool here, where before we were in this section over here. I want to show you this backlink profile section. So in the past 30 days, there were 17 active backlinks pointing back to your site. In contrast, the Fayetteville Fence Pros have 153 backlinks. So they have more than you, but like I said, quantity isn't the thing, it's quality. You definitely want quality. So we can actually go into their backlinks and see what backlinks are actually pushing power to their site. The good sites, and there's also these, we can also pinpoint these spammy sites. We definitely don't want that. But any website they're getting a backlink from that's pushing them power and pushing them up in the Google search results, we'd want to reach out to them and acquire backlinks as well. You don't want to do that just with Fayetteville Fence Pros, but the top 3 that in the Google results, you'd want to get at least those top 3 and go out and get backlinks from that are pushing all those people up. And then when you're done with that, you can go out and get even more. So you match them in backlinks from highly authoritative sites, and then you go out after that and just month over month add more backlinks, and you'll eventually take over that number 1 spot. And you'll be in the map pack and in that number 1 spot in Google, and you will be able to acquire a bunch of traffic. So I hope you found value in this video. If you'd like to sit down and talk, you can give me a call at 910-551-2006, or you could just respond to the email, or you can just go ahead and implement this yourself, or if you have a marketing company you deal with, you can share that with them. You can share these tips with them as well. It's fine with me. But either way, I appreciate your time, and have a good day. Bye-bye.